Hi everybody, GT here from GT's Barbecue. Hope everybody's doing okay. Today is the Saturday before Easter. I just finished with a little bit of yard work. We have some company coming over this afternoon and tomorrow, so I'm not going to have a lot of time to cook. I wanted to do something easy and basic. I thought eggs come from chickens, Easter eggs, chicken wings. I had some extra wings in the fridge, so I'm going to do some basic chicken wings out on the Weber Kettle today. I'm going to use a Jack Daniel's glaze. I'll get to the recipe on that in a minute. And one little side note I want to mention, if you're in a crosswalk and people are waiting on you, hustle up a little bit. Don't just just hurry up. Just at least give the appearance that you're trying to hustle. So there's my bitch for the day. I'm going to get these things prepped up here in a second and we'll see what we get. Okay, so let's go over some of these ingredients. I'm just going to do some basic wings today out on the Weber. I'm going to do half of them with Kosmo's wing dust. This one's salt and vinegar, and the other one I'm going to use is the garlic parm. These are both really good. They go a long way. It's a really, really finely ground powder, so they stick well to the wings, and they just add a ton of flavor. As far as the glaze goes, the Jack Daniel glaze is going to be 1 ounce of Jack Daniels, half a cup of, I'm going to use the cherry habanero rib glaze. It's actually a rib glaze in this case, but it goes really well with the OPX1, the new barbecue sauce. So half and half of this, a shot of this, some of that, and we'll get them on the grill and we'll see what we get. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and prep these wings. I don't do a lot. A lot of people leave these tips on. Sometimes I do too, but they're so easy to take off. And you just kind of find the joint with your knife, go through, take the tip, toss it aside. I'll do one more here. Again, it's pretty simple stuff. You can kind of see where the joint is in there. Just take your knife, kind of follow the edge of that, and boom, it just goes right through. So that's about all the prep I'm going to do. I'll take off some of these little pieces of fat. I'll get the rest of these prepped up and we'll get them seasoned. Okay, I got those seasoned up. I'm going to put them in the fridge probably for about an hour or so. Let them sweat a little bit and then we'll get the grill going and get them outside. Okay, got a little starter cube going here. I've got, I guess, about 3/4 of a chimney of coals. It's not going to take that much to cook these wings. We'll get them on the Weber here in a second. Alright, since I'm standing back here, I thought I'd give you a little shot of my backyard. I've got a couple of cookers over here. My Weber Smoky Mountains in the corner. I've got my Rectex X80 there. Got the Weber Kettle. And we live in north central Washington. It's really the first sunny day we've had for quite some time. Our backyard butts up against a canal, an irrigation canal. So we hike sometimes up to the top of that. It's called Castle Rock. And so it's a beautiful day before Easter. We're looking forward to some good food. Got some friends coming over. Actually, they're inside hiding. And we'll get some chicken on here in a bit and we'll let you know how it goes. Okay, so I have about 3/4 of a chimney charcoal here. I'm going to pour it in the Vortex. This thing will hold a full chimney, but for this cook, it's not going to take that long. So those are going to sit in there like so. I'll get the lid on, let it settle up, and we'll get the meat on. Okay, so I'm ready to get this meat on here. Got the kettle warmed up. Got the Vortex going. I have half of this, these wings with Kosmo's. I have half of these wings with Kosmo's. What the hell is it? I have half of these wings with Kosmo's garlic parmesan wing dust, and the other half with salt and vinegar. We are going to put sauce on some of these, but some we won't. So I'm going to just kind of go ahead and put these on the grill. I'm going to put skin side down at first. By the way, safety tip, don't reach across that Vortex. That thing is crazy hot. I don't think I have any hair left on any of my appendages. So there's the garlic parm. We're going to go ahead and put the salt vinegar down here along the bottom, or the one closest to me. This thing is going to shoot this heat straight up against the lid, and it just pours down over these wings. And at the same time, we get radiant heat from the sides of the Vortex. So, so far so good with that thing. I'm pretty happy with it. Get these on. I'm going to check them here in about 25 minutes, see how they're doing, and I'll see you right back. One shout out I do want to give, Barbecue Dragon. I got this dragon wing little shelf for the kettle. It just hooks on wherever you want it. It fits right over the lid. It seals up pretty good. I'm pretty amazed at how handy that thing is. It's got hooks that you can hang things on. You can put your little panaroo on there, and so I would recommend that for, gosh, I think it was 25, 30 bucks, something like that. I'll see you in a minute. Okay, everybody, sorry for the glare. This sun is something I'm not used to seeing. It's been about 15 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and turn these over now. And I'm going to go ahead and move over to the other side of the grill, because I'm telling you, you reach across that Vortex and that thing is hot. So I do have the vent on this side, and it seems like it's getting a little bit hotter over here. So I'm going to spin the lid around once I turn these. And the bottom vents were open, I had them open to about 3/4 and the top wide open, and I went ahead and shut them down to about half. And it's still kicking 500 plus degrees. So these are crisping up nice. I'm going to spin this around now so the vent on the top is going the other way. And we'll see you in a few minutes. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get this rib glaze mixed up here. I'm going to start with 8 ounces of the Kosmo's Q's OPX1 barbecue sauce. I am modifying this recipe just a little bit from what I originally said. I'm going to do a 1/4 cup of the cherry habanero rib glaze. Get that in there. I'm going to put in about a tablespoon of Truff Hot Sauce. It's hot sauce infused with truffles. Probably just, yeah, about that much. About a tablespoon or so, I guess. Got about 8 ounces of brown sugar. Get that in there. About 2 ounces of honey. And I'll tell you what, these measuring cups that have this twisty top are excellent for things like honey. It's so much easier to get it dispensed. 2 ounces of Jack Daniels. And 2 ounces of pineapple juice. It's a little twist I put on it. Kind of celebrate Easter, a little pineapple flavor that I'll probably have on my ham tomorrow. Just add a little sweet to some of that. I'm going to mix this up, let it simmer for probably about 15 minutes on low, and then I'll let it set. You always want to put this on at room temperature when it does get applied. So I'll let that set for a bit, and we'll cook the chicken, and then we'll be glazing it after it's done. Okay, it's been about another 15 minutes. We have about a total cook time of about 30 minutes. These things are temping already at about 175 degrees, so they're close to done. They're already safe. I usually like to take these up to about 185 or so. Oops, look out now. Get over there. I'm going to walk around again. I'll tell you what, you learn your lesson fast. You reach across that Vortex. That thing is hot. Again, I used only about 3/4 of a chimney, and I probably could have got away with some less, with less than that. I'm going to go ahead and sauce these. Little glaze. Oh man, I wish you could smell that. I'm going to save some of this glaze for our ham tomorrow. Not too much, just a little touch. Little drip, drip, dripperoo, technical term. I just want to get a light coating on each one. Again, we're not going heavy with this. And I really find this squirt bottle helps a lot for putting the glaze on instead of a bowl. Okay, I'm going to check some of these. Looks like we're temping 183 on that one. 187, 8, 9, 90 on that one. So these are done. I'm going to go ahead and get these pulled, and I'll see you inside. Okay everybody, we got the chicken in. As I said, it's a really simple cook. I just did a dozen wings. We're gonna head over to our neighbor's house right now. Since I had the Jack Daniels out already, I figured I'd not want to waste any of that. So here's a toast to y'all. Happy Easter. And let's give one of these bad boys a try. One thing I will say, I noticed that the ones that I did with the garlic parmesan wing dust browned a little bit better than the ones I did with the salt and vinegar. And I did put sauce on all of them. So I want to see what we have here. These are probably still pretty hot. I took these up to about 190 degrees. Maybe a little bit more than I normally would have, but they're still nice and juicy. The chicken is nice and tender. These are delicious. Not bad for just a quick last-minute cook. Thank you so much for joining me, and please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.